In case you missed it, Foodie did the first of 2 lives last night, coming on to tell us that she's doing much better now. In this video, I'd like to take a look at what she said, pyelonephritis or kidney infection, and her concept of a full body reset. That's quite a bit to go over, so let's go ahead and get started.
They have to do a urine culture for the right, and exactly, they just put you on like a broad spectrum one, like a basic. But after they did more testing, they put me on the right ones, and because I think they're working. I don't have chills anymore and all that stuff. So, oh my god, we have to celebrate. I had a normal pee. It was like a normal pee. Like it was a long pee. Like a normal long pee. Like when I had the infection at the beginning, babe, TMI, but when I had the infection at the beginning, it felt like only a few like drops were coming out. It felt like thick sludge or something, and it smelled like hickory barbecue. It was gross. It smelled like hickory barbecue smokehouse almonds. Yes, I don't have any more diseased piss. Woo!
Okay, Foodie, that's great. Let's settle down now. The reason why I want to bring up pyelonephritis is because there's a lot of speculation going around girl world. While I'm not saying that Foodie doesn't have kidney issues, pyelonephritis or this kidney infection is actually a very common thing. It can happen when a basic UTI goes untreated or gets worse, and the bacteria travels up to the kidneys to infect them. According to this blog post by Harvard Health, both men and women are likely to develop kidney infections if they have any of the following conditions. Now we know that Foodie has type 2 diabetes, so that means she's more susceptible to kidney infections if she gets frequent UTIs or lets them go untreated. The typical symptoms of pyelonephritis include pain in one flank, which Foodie described having, fever, and cloudy or foul-smelling urine. Okay, this next part is a little TMI. The reason why you'll notice these changes to your urine is because when your kidney gets infected, it develops sort of like internal pimples, right? And we all know what's inside of pimples. So when those lesions burst and the infected pus comes out, it has to come out in your urine. So that's why your doctor asks you if you had cloudy urine or noticed any blood. That's what it is. The reason why I feel comfortable talking about this is because I've actually gone through this myself. While I do think that Foodie holds back a lot of her medical information, the signs and symptoms all line up properly. Now, if you do catch pyelonephritis in time, then treatment should be about 7 to 10 days with antibiotics. Anyone in the US healthcare system who has gotten a UTI may be familiar with the oral medications like Bactrim, Cipro, or Levaquin, because those are the oral medications that are generally given for a basic UTI that you go to a walk-in clinic for. However, if your symptoms persist or you develop a high fever, shaking, chills, or nausea, you may need more treatment. At that point, you would probably be referred to an ER or a specialist to get IV medications and some fluids. That's what happened to me. In my case, I received Rocephin and 2 bags of IV fluid. Long story short, a kidney infection due to a UTI is not really that big of a deal. That is, if you seek proper treatment for it. So, in my opinion, what I think happened is that Foodie thought she had a UTI, right? And she started doing things like sucking on lemons, drinking cranberry juice, trying to flush it out herself. We already know that there are quite a few medications that she can get over the counter in Kuwait that would be prescription in Canada or the US. The reason I think this is because the treatment for pyelonephritis is so common, even the neighborhood walk-in clinic that I went to knew exactly what it was. There was absolutely no reason for her to be suffering at home for 4 or 5 days without eating or drinking because she didn't know what was going on. This would have been really easily diagnosed. If you'd like to read more about pyelonephritis, check out these online resources. And again, I'm not saying that Foodie doesn't have kidney issues. I'm just saying that a kidney infection due to a UTI is incredibly common. Now, one good thing to come out of all of this is that Foodie sees herself as having done a full body reset. I personally love this part of the cycle because it validates the type of videos that I do. She says that she's seen the error of her ways and that she recognizes that what she was eating was bad for her. Listen closely for the Easter egg about the ramen noodles. I knew it was 3 packets instead of 2.
Okay, after about 3 days of not eating, your body will go into like a detox. Even people, even if you don't believe in that crap, even people on keto, whatever, they go through like a keto flu, right? So your body, because your body is detoxing from all the crap you eat. I would eat crap like every day. So my body's used to being fed. I was a food addict. So, you know, certain foods are highly addictive. And if you eat them every day and then you don't give your body any of that, you're going to crash, you know. If you go from eating thousands of calories a day to not eating at all, you're not going to feel too well.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, Foodie, but what I think you're feeling is that sensation most people get after they're sick. I think it'll be great if you use this to your advantage and actually try to reintroduce foods slowly, and making them whole foods is a great idea.
So my palate is completely reset. That's something that I don't ever want to have to ever do again. So I want to continue eating whole food, like really just whole foods, like anything that's a real food, basically. You know, I want to eat it and not ever gorge on like artificial, disgusting, fried. I don't know. You know what I mean? um, you know what it made me realize is how like I don't think if this didn't happen, I don't think I would ever stop like just shoving junk in my face, because like shortly before became sick, I had like half a tub of ice cream, like just so fucking disgusting, like how I would just shove food in my face. And now I just like I had like like a full meal finally, and it was like such a small plate and most of it was vegetables and lean protein, and I was so full, like like it was enough food, you know. And yeah, it's just disgusting. Like I can't believe, like, just thinking about the amount of things that, like, 3 packs of ramen noodles, like one package of ramen noodles has like the daily amount limit of how much you should eat in sodium, not to mention whatever other chemicals are in it anyway.
If this all sort of sounds familiar, then go back and remember that this is the beginning of the cycle. You can see pretty much the same message after any water fast, doctor's visit, or a bad medical issue. Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you.
To think what I like put in my body, like, I don't know, it's crazy. And to think that how was I okay with that? Like, how did I not? You know what I mean? It was like a complete, like a spell. It's like there was like a spell on your brain when you're like addicted to things. I don't know.